1, 2, 3, 4. We're horny for love.
Cheers! And welcome to Horny for Love,
a podcast of two reformed prudes reclaiming their sexuality weekly in Los Angeles, California.
Yeah. You know, there's actually so many of us Australians in LA.
So many brekkie cafes.
Absolutely.
And we work at all of them and fuck each other.
Yeah.
Is that a stereotype?
I don't know, but there really are so many Australian people in Los Angeles.
And I can say that because my dad is an Australian citizen.
Yeah, and that's why I also can say that.
Because he's my blood sister.
Thank you.
Hi! I'm Andrea Lee Christensen, filmmaker.
More on that one later. I'm John Anthony
Leela
Fredo, and I'm a gum chewer, which actually used to you know those cashiers that chew gum and have long fingernails and go and they're like click. I don't have the nails to do that, but yeah, exactly. As they're ringing things.
Some ASMR for you.
That was a queer awakening for me.
Oh, hot.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I want to be them, or
yeah,
were you
I want to chew gum and click clack. That seems like such fun.
I can see that as your work persona.
Yeah.
It's probably why that woman yelled at you with her shoes off.
Actually, I have new enemies.
Yes.
But I can't get into that right now. Maybe later.
Yeah, we're starting this off with a positive vibration.
Yeah, totally. Everyone in LA vibrates positively, and we have to align.
You know what I realized? I really just don't want to fuck with anyone that's at a low vibrational energy.
Yeah, I can't be fucking with low vibrates. That's what I'm gonna call them. Yeah. Low vibrates.
I'm a high vibe right now.
I'm a high vibrate.
So can I just say?
Well, can I? Oh, which thing?
I have a boyfriend! Los Angeles, I'm off the market. If you wanted to fuck me, too bad, bitch.
So, listeners, what do you think about this update?
I know. It came out of left field. Who is it?
It did kind of come out of left field a little bit for me.
Why? Why is it out of left field for you?
Well,
just say it.
Well, because you were so into this other guy, and then he's famously not in town for the summer.
Yeah.
And so I didn't expect someone else to just swoop in that you would genuinely.
Yeah, but I've literally been talking about him for months.
That's true.
Remember, I was like.
Well, famously.
Yes.
He had a girlfriend.
He famously had a girlfriend for 9 years.
Up until what, a month ago? 2 months ago?
Don't say that. I would say 2 months ago. Yeah. But I have known him actually as a friend for a year.
Right.
And I feel like we talked.
Well, that's good. That's a good part about it.
We talked so much all the time and hung out also all the time. Not in a nefarious way.
I know. It's more for me that I'm wondering what was going through his head and whether it was all kosher. You know what I mean?
Stop. Of course it was. It was innocent.
I mean, no.
Look, I'm just a hot girl. And what are you going to do when you're hot?
He's very handsome. Should
Tall?
I describe him?
Yeah. Sure.
Every time you have something, I like to describe it for them.
No, because we like to have it through
someone else's lens.
Yeah, exactly. It's like in a movie when it's the straight man's perspective.
Yeah. Except I'm gay.
The gay man's perspective.
He's tall.
Okay.
He's definitely tan.
I've definitely graduated from short king.
Yeah,
I think.
he's tall king. Taller than me.
Makes all the difference.
Tall, tan, handsome, dark hair, a cute face.
Cute face, great
and from
smile.
what I've heard, a big cock.
Stop! That's private, but it definitely doesn't hurt, except for when it does sometimes. Yeah.
Okay, now what have you to say about him?
I think we're very similar, both Aries, and I feel like it moved a lot quicker because we knew each other very well, and he's, you know, so you're just kind of like, oh, we can like kind of bypass all the like dating small talk, you know, because we already know each other.
Right.
So I feel like it moved a lot faster, but I think we're falling an L. Can I say that?
Wait, can I say this?
Yeah.
How do you feel about dating someone that you work with again?
I think it's fine.
I'm just curious about it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Do you feel like the popular kids in like, or like, you know, like, because in the ecosystem at work, it's like we're the new hot couple and everybody knows.
Oh my
it.
God. It's actually so annoying because there's another couple at work right now that's like budding, and they're
break them up.
They're definitely the shorter version of us. I can say that. But it's kind of like, why are you guys stealing our thunder right now? Like, we're the ones falling in L. Like,
right.
Can you guys like wait a couple months or what?
Let them fall in L?
Yeah. Can we just fall in L in peace?
In peace? Jesus Christo.
So anyways, major news off the market.
Super major.
It's kind of weird though, you know, because as well documented on the pod, I've been a major hoe.
Right.
And I just came from New York where I was a major hoe again. It was kind of like the hoe's last dance.
That's nice.
But then I realized I don't need to do that anymore. I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've learned.
Well, I also have some news.
Yes?
I have a boyfriend!
Oh my God!
You haven't met him yet.
Yeah, this is the first I'm hearing about it.
You don't know him yet.
John Anthony.
So
tell us, how did you guys meet?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say. Okay, so we met at a bathhouse, but we didn't hook up. Hot take. So we met at a bathhouse, saw him full naked. He saw me full naked. I said, wow, everything about you's perfect. He's 6'7".
Oh my God.
So taller than me.
Wow.
He
almost a foot difference.
Yeah, totally.
Definitely a head taller.
Yes. Is so sexy. Has like the best tattoos, like the perfect little piercings. He has a giant penis.
Oh my God.
And so we met at the bathhouse, full naked, but not touching. Had our first date there. Learned so much about him. Found out he's actually famous. So
my God.
Yeah, so I can't even really tell you more.
Well, yeah, I know you've been dodging the paparazzi recently, but I didn't know why.
He's literally famous. He has so much money, like more money than God.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got like 3 houses in LA alone. So
Where do I get one of those?
I know. So I've been like house sitting in like different locations just because like he can only live at one at a time.
What does he do for a living?
He's famous. I just can't say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry.
That's what he does for a living.
He does have an NDA, unfortunately.
And I have an NDA. I'm telling you as much as I can. I might have broken a little bit talking about the 3 houses.
We're getting an exclusive right here.
Oh, the police are coming.
Oh God. It's
they
because
heard that I broke the NDA. And then, you know, he offered this part. I don't know how I feel about, so I'm looking for opinions.
Okay, sure.
So he told me that he doesn't like that I have to work in a restaurant because he knows that it's not my passion in life. And I said, sweetie, thank you. But, you know, all artists have to go through hard times to become who they are.
Right.
So
it's what makes us.
So I'm doing it.
You know, interesting.
Exactly. But he was like, honey, we call each other honey. He was like, honey, I have so much money, like more money than God.
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah. And like, I truly don't know what to do with it. Like, I already have 3 houses in LA. I don't want to buy any more. Why don't I just pay you a salary? Like,
to be his boyfriend.
No, he was like, I don't want it to be that way. Like, why don't I just pay you a salary so that you don't have to work in a restaurant anymore? So he was saying, like, throwing out some numbers.
Kind of an artist sponsorship.
7 figures.
Low 7 figures or high?
I'll rest my case at that one, or I'll plead the 5th on that one. And I just don't know whether I should do it or not. What do you guys think?
Okay,
should I become
guys,
a millionaire today?
Leave a comment down below if you think that John Anthony should accept a low 7-figure salary from his famous boyfriend, or if it means that he's losing his artistic integrity.
Right. Like, I think I should struggle for another
year.
Right.
Like, can
maybe.
he even make art if he doesn't have struggle?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What a good
What
thought.
a good philosophical question.
Can you make good art without struggle?
And like maybe and maybe you'd be selling out.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what?
So maybe you
I'm
should
going to go to
stay
work
at
tonight
the
with pride. That's it.
Well, I'm really happy for you and your boyfriend.
Me too. Oh, sorry. I'm getting a call.
Oh my God. We're
Hello?
getting a lot.
Sorry.
Oh my God. His boyfriend's calling. Oh.
Cut. No, I'm just
Oh
kidding.
my God.
We broke up.
Oh, fuck.
I know.
That really sucks for you.
Back on the market, everyone. See, I was going to keep the bit going, but then I was scared that people might listen to clips and think that I'm actually not single and therefore like would want to date me even less.
Oh my God. Wait, I wanted to tell you guys about my trip to New York.
I know.
So
it feels like so like ancient history at this point.
Oh my God, totally.
Just
but
give us the highlights.
Well, I wanted to tell you guys the update about you know who, about how he called me.
Oh, tell
Oh my God.
them.
So when I'm sorry to say this, new boyfriend, but I kind of took an ex-boyfriend tour when I went to New York. But I was really
So what?
there.
You were single.
Yeah, I was single. And it turns out like most of my friends moved to LA. Isn't that whack?
Wasn't that good?
It is good, but I just like last time I went, like last year, I felt like I had so much to do, like so many people to see, but also
I was there too.
Yeah, you were there,
And my
and
play was
honestly,
happening.
that makes all the difference.
Yeah.
So I
Sister.
had to go to your play. I had plans every night, but this time I was like, who's left in New York? I have like 2 really good friends there, and the rest are my hoes and my exes. So I took an ex-boyfriend tour. First up, first boyfriend. He wanted to make it a date when we went to go watch a Broadway show.
You mean high school boyfriend.
High school boyfriend. However, the night before we went to go see the show, he called me and he was wasted. He's like, so you want to go to dinner or what? And I was like, I don't know, not really. And he was like, I was like, I can't tomorrow night, but how about later in the week? And he's like, see, you don't even want to go to dinner with me? Forget it. I think we should stay platonic. Well, let's just stay platonic. And I was like, okay, this is extremely platonic. Like, I don't know. Like, I was kind of entertaining the fact, but now that you called me belligerent,
it's a no for me.
It's a no for me, dog. But we went to see the play and it was fun, and I went on his podcast, so look out for that, bitch.
LOL. Will he care that you said this?
No.
Okay.
I said it on his podcast too.
LOL.
He's the one that made a fool of himself. Okay, next up, 5-year boyfriend. We got breakfast.
This was also platonic.
Very platonic. Okay, I was going to have the sexiest evening. I was going to get dinner with him at 10 p.m.
Whoa.
However, it didn't happen. 10 p.m. is so sexy.
Why didn't it happen?
It just didn't happen, John Anthony.
Didn't pan out.
It just didn't pan out.
10 p.m. Oh my God. So, and working in a restaurant, anyone that comes in for dinner after 10 p.m., I want to literally kill.
Yeah, I'm so mean. That's when I get my worst reviews.
Yeah, but New York, 10 p.m. dinner as
Hot.
a guest, sexy, amazing.
Wait, have you had a
prime.
10 p.m. dinner?
I don't think so, but like,
Just the idea of it.
it's so New York.
Yeah.
It's so New York.
Ugh.
It's so what I'm going to do when I move back to New York.
Oh my God. You should do it when you go in 2 weeks or this week when you go.
I'm mostly going to be not in the city.
Okay. Well, if you do go to the city,
I will be there for like a few days.
you should find a sexy little honey
Yep.
to do a 10 p.m. dinner with, even though you have a boyfriend.
We broke up.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to bring that up. It's so fresh.
It's really fresh. It's so fresh that you forgot.
Wait, are you okay?
I'm fine. It's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Nevertheless, he persisted.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you didn't have your sexy dinner with your ex. You had
So
to
we
have
got breakfast.
inherently not sexy.
And it was a holiday weekend, and he was like, is 9 a.m. good?
No. Although you are, to be fair, you've always been an early riser, and you usually are pretty hungry at 9 a.m.
But the night before, I was seeing my singer boyfriend, who is gone for the summer.
Oh, right.
Because he also happened to be in New York at the same time.
He was never your boyfriend, though.
Yeah, but that's just what we call each other on the pod.
I know,
remember?
but these people really
Keep
were.
up with
So
the
I
lore.
just think it's confusing.
Okay. If you guys are confused, he
For
wasn't my
clarification,
real
he wasn't actually your boyfriend,
boyfriend.
but
He
we
was
call
my
them-
paramour.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was in New York. We like saw each other the night before, and he left this big ass hickey on my neck, and I showed up to
That's so
breakfast
fun. I love that.
with my ex-boyfriend, and it was all good and fun. And then I went to the bathroom, and I turned my neck, and I was like, that is purple.
It's kind of perfect.
Oh my
to
god.
like get breakfast with your ex and have a giant hickey on your neck, but roles reversed. I'm not saying this was the case for him, but if it were me, it would be so devastating.
Dude.
I'd be like,
but
are you kidding
no,
me?
but it's so embarrassing because he didn't even notice.
Oh.
Or he said he didn't, because I was like, oh my god, sorry, like I'm covering it. I'm like, sorry about this. And he's like, what? And I was like, this hickey. And he was like, oh, I didn't even notice that.
Oh my god, it's kind of awkward that
and
you
I
brought
was
it
like,
up.
never mind then.
Wait, literally one time when me and my infamous ex, the one we always talk about,
Yeah.
we weren't together at the time, but we were like, wow, this was so mean.
Oh god.
We were just friends at the time, but we were like at a phase in our friendship where we were like hurtling towards like something happening.
Uh-oh. Falling in L
again.
Yeah.
It was the winter where when he went home for the holidays and I was still in New York, we spoke on the phone every night for a week until 4 in the morning.
Oh, I
just
heard about
talking.
this. Yes.
And like very sexy and like romantic, like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Talking about our relationship history and every
Yes.
like things that just talking when you're just talking to talk.
Yeah.
It's like you're just I'd rather spend time with you even on the phone than fall asleep.
Oh.
So that had just happened. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, ba-doom, like wow.
Wait.
Put on.
I
I was like, put on. And so New Year's happens. We talk. I'm working New Year's Eve. I'm like, I can't talk on the phone tonight. Sorry. And he was like, well, can we talk in the morning? Like, even if it's just for like an hour. And I was like, I'll be tired, but yeah.
Oh my god.
So then we did. So I'm like, oh my god, we're like we're gonna start dating.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
something's brewing here. Like we're
Yes.
about to be dating. So then my roommate at the time's birthday was like January 5th or something.
Okay.
Sorry, Zoe. I think it's the 5th. And she was having a little party. And he had just gotten back to town. So I was like, hey, come over. We're having a little party for Zoe. And he was like, sure, I'll be there. He comes, has a hickey on his neck. And I was devastated.
No.
And was like, are you kidding me? I was like,
like,
you're going to show up to my roommate who you're not even really friends with's birthday after our whole telephone love affair
yeah.
with a hickey on your neck?
How intense was it?
Enough for me to notice.
No.
And I was just like so hurt. The rest of the party was ruined for me.
You guys didn't even kiss or anything.
No.
Oh my god.
We did end up kissing later that month, but
It's different.
different.
Honestly, rude
Trash.
for that person.
That was a trash.
That was a trash
moment.
move.
Trash move.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm sorry for that.
I had to tell that hickey story.
Oh my god. Hickeys, hot or not?
Hot.
Like even now they're hot? Like do
I
you
want one.
You want one?
I want one.
I'll give you one.
No. I mean, they're hot. I think like as an adult on your neck, like I think if you're on vacation, it's like
Yeah.
whatever. But like
oh my god, a vacation hickey? It would be
wait,
amazing.
that's what it was for you.
Oh, it was.
But
You're
like
right.
in my daily life,
I truly didn't even notice
like
that
going
he was.
to work, like in my daily life, like and going about where I live and stuff, like a neck hickey is like too much.
Imagine
for me.
showing up to work with a
It's
big
like-
ass hickey.
It's like no.
Oh my god, so my current boyfriend. So
Wait, no. You have to finish.
okay.
Your New York.
Well,
saga.
just really
Okay,
quickly,
okay.
right after he broke up with his like 9-year-long ex, he like hooked up with somebody and you showed up to work the next day with like a big ass Hickey, like, and everybody was like, oh, and I was like, so
who was that?
Did you have fun last night? And I knew who it was.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, one of the hostesses.
Stop.
I mean, whatever, doesn't matter.
So you had breakfast with the Hickey and your ex.
So yeah,
maybe that's the title of the episode: breakfast with my Hickey and my ex.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, so we just had breakfast. Then we walked around and just talked for like 3 hours, and it was just kind of like, oh my god, I like love you as a person.
Mm-hmm.
You rock, and I want to be friends with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like you develop your sense of humor with somebody, and it's just like you communicate in that way, and like you're just like, you still get me.
Yeah.
And there's no hard feelings at all. Actually, you know what though? He said he was dating this girl for like 6 months, and he was under the impression that they were really serious, and she wasn't, and then they ended.
Aww.
Isn't that rich though? Like, he's the one that wanted something more, because that was famously our problem,
right?
Is that he never wanted to commit to anything further.
Wow.
I know. I was like, I guess all that therapy did something. Okay, so then the rest of New York kind of passed in a, like, you know, boring fashion. Except randomly, my crazy ex called me twice at 2 a.m.
Scary.
And
one of our acting teachers used to say that nothing good happens after midnight.
No, I feel like after midnight's okay. I feel like after 2 a.m. is when it gets scary and bad.
Something like that.
Yeah. Who said that?
Tell you off pod.
But why would she say that to us?
I don't know, 'cause she was just saying things.
Some people are just cuckoo bananas.
Just say things.
Some people just say things. So I was like, oh my God, like, I have to know why he called. Like, does he know I'm in New York? Like, does he want to apologize? Does he want to have a rendezvous? I was like, would I fuck him or would I not? Like, is it just one last fuck? Would I get pulled back in again? La la la. And by the way, the last time we spoke was not good. I was like, fuck you. You better get some fucking therapy before your sugar mama realizes she can't deal with you anymore. And I'm selling that fucking ring you gave me. That's the last thing I said to him before I blocked him. So I was like, okay. He clearly checked my story and saw that I was in New York City and wanted to get a little rendezvous. So let's see what's up. So I texted him in the morning and was like, it's been a while. Which I thought was perfectly sexy. He doesn't text back, so I leave New York to go to this wedding.
Hello.
So I'm in North Carolina with my friend, and he calls in the middle of dinner, and he's like, kind of like laughing. He's like, hey. I'm like, hi. Like, what's up? And he's like, do you have 20 minutes? And I'm like, in an hour, sure. And he's like, okay, I'll talk to you in an hour. And I was like, what the fuck is that about? Like, clearly the rest of dinner is ruined.
Right.
Like, my heart is put-um. Like,
in a bad way.
In a bad way. Like, anxiety. Like, what could this imbecile possibly want? So I call him again later.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, so remember that road trip that we took last year?
Remember.
I remember. By the way, guys, this is like the worst road trip. It's the road trip from hell. Like, I was disassociating for a week afterwards. It was crazy. It was like, it was just bad. But he had recorded the entire thing. He like brought a camera. So he like cut, I guess, all the footage together into a mini documentary. And he was like, hey, so I was wondering if you could, like, exactly. He is a full subscriber to that belief.
Yeah.
And too bad his art sucks and he doesn't actually know how to make any.
Don't say that.
He's never made a single thing.
Okay.
And he like judges me so hard for like trying to do shit. And I'm like, how can you judge?
Well, he just made something spectacular, right?
Okay, so he was like, so I finally cut all the footage together and I was wondering if you could just speak a little bit about your experience. And I was like, hello? Like,
yeah.
What? Can we talk a bit? Like, what? I haven't talked to you in a year and like, this is
you're
the first thing.
Me now.
You're trying to interview me? And he's like, look, we can talk afterwards. Like, can we just get this done? And I was like, sure, I can like speak a little bit about it. And he was like, okay, so just why'd you want to go on the trip? And I was like, wait, are you recording me right now? And he was like, yeah. I was like, so you weren't even going to tell me that you're recording.
Right.
Like, you're an imbecile. Like, whatever. So he's basically like, okay, go. Like, doesn't ask me any questions about it. Like, you know, he's just like, go reach into one of the worst memories of your life and just speak about it freely.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is bonkers bananas.
Yeah.
But for the sake of good art, I spoke a little bit about it. But I was just like, didn't want to like really divulge, you know, because I don't trust you.
Right.
So then we're like kind of talking, kind of reminiscing. I was like, yeah, it was fun. It was hard too. And I was like, wait, so, but what's up? Like, I don't know. Like, this doesn't feel right that you're just asking me a bunch of questions and asking me for my perspective and like just getting my trust again when you haven't told me a single thing about you. Like, are you dating anyone right now? And he was quiet. And I was like, are you? And he was quiet again. And I was like, okay, so you're dating someone. He's like, yeah, I have a girlfriend. And I'm like, literally fuck off. Like, fuck off. Literally. Like, you are talking to your ex at 2 a.m.
It was 2 a.m.
Yeah, it was like 1 or 2. And you're looking at all this like 30 hours of footage of your ex while you have a full girlfriend. Like, what does she feel about this? Like, this is so vastly inappropriate.
Yeah.
And, like, you're asking me to dig into bad memories and, like, get myself there and be vulnerable with you when you fully have a whole other support system. Crazy. I was like, turn that fucking thing off. Like, I'm not talking about this shit anymore.
Yeah, well, you know, this is him.
I know. I guess I needed another, I don't know. I always forget bad memories and like only think about good stuff, but it's just like good to be reminded yet again that he's a garbage can. Yes. No, and then he tried to insinuate some other garbage. Like, he was just like, so do you know now how to like stay home and like not drink every night? Like, he was insinuating that I'm an alcoholic.
He's crazy. He's crazy town. This man is crazy
I'm
town.
like, how about when you actually were addicted to drugs?
No. Look, like I've always said from the beginning, I wish him well. I hope
Oh my God. Wait, one more bonkers thing. I was like, I'm going to send you the ring back. And he was like, oh my God, thank you. That means so much to me. I'm like, yeah, you can give it to your new girlfriend. He's like, yeah, I think actually it'd fit her.
He's wild.
Crazy. And
Look,
he's like blaming me for cheating on me.
Blaming me for cheating on me?
He's like,
oh, right.
It's
right.
like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
your
yeah.
fault that I cheated because you're making me feel insecure.
Oh my God, I can't.
Yeah. So then after that, I blocked him forever. He had the audacity to email me twice. And I just deleted that shit.
Can you block
right
someone's
away.
email?
I don't know. I tried to. Whatever.
Wow.
Bonkers bananas.
Bonkers bananas.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So, do you feel like you've said everything you need to say about that trip?
Yeah. I don't ever need to talk about him again. We're good. Thank you for indulging me, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, just to put a cap on it.
If you were a big season 1 listener,
yeah,
you would know, and you would appreciate this little like moment, this little
closure.
This little closure.
Yeah.
In the story.
Exactly. Fuck JetBlue. That's also. I was stuck in Boston for 3 days.
You know what? When I was booking my flights,
yeah.
I was like, like about to book a JetBlue one, and I was like, I just
No, you
can't.
can't.
After
No, you
everything
can't.
my sister went
Yes.
through, I
So,
can't give them my money.
JetBlue left us on the tarmac for 3 hours on the plane, and then the pilots were like, "Oh, we're timing out." And then they made us deplane, wait another 2 hours, and be like, "We can't find new pilots. Your flight's canceled." This is 4th of July weekend, and there's a storm. The flights are all booked out for 3 days.
Psycho.
I wasn't even supposed to be in Boston. It was a layover.
Well, you know what? I've been hearing, because my sister was flying and then my dad just flew last weekend. There's been a lot of problems with flights, like storms and delays, and then like crews timing out. Like a lot of that shit's going on right now.
Dude, so bad.
Fingers crossed everything goes well.
It'll be. I think when you go there, it's fine. It's coming back that's the problem.
Great.
So good luck.
And I'll be flying back from Philly, which concerns me because it's like smaller.
No, but Philly's less close to the water, so I think that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to buy that flight.
It's fine.
Okay.
We're fine. Just get flight insurance.
I did because of you.
Good. So if there's one lesson of love that you can learn from this episode, get flight insurance.
It's only like $27.
Yeah, and it can make a $2,000 worth of difference.
If you know what we mean.
If you know what I mean. Okay, what's up with you? Enough of me.
I know, but I was going to ask you about your thing.
Okay.
But
keep going.
Well, now I'm trying to think about what I was going to
talk about me
say.
more.
Okay. Wait. Ask me something.
Honey, what's been going on? I haven't seen you in so long.
Literally ages. I'm feeling a few things. Well, one, as you've all listened to Tapley's episode at this point, I have decided to start exploring sniffies.
That's crazy.
I haven't met up with anyone yet, but I've had a few close encounters. I'm feeling like, I don't know if it's like, I always try and make myself be the person that like wants to like have a random hookup.
Yeah.
But I just don't think it's in my nature.
Like
there's certain instances where I could do it, where I would be like,
if you're like
I'm in the right mood
horny,
and it's convenient and it's all working out. But like any sort of like bump in the plan, it's kind of like, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like you have that second to like second guess it.
Yeah,
and be like,
you
really
will take the out if it's presented to you.
And so I've been mostly just having fun looking at so many penises.
Oh my God.
So that's one thing I wanted to let you guys know about.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling also like a little starved for like romantic attention right now. And I feel like
it's important.
I'm going away for 3 weeks, but like most of that time, like I'm not going to have the opportunity to like,
maybe you'll find a hometown hero.
I don't think so.
Your brother did.
And then I'll have like 3 days in the city where I can like make something happen. And then this writer's retreat.
You should open up sniffies while you're at home.
I can't. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm nervous. Like, I don't want to be stranded, like, sexually for 3 weeks. Like, don't even know where.
Why don't you open Grindr? Oh my God, what? You have your own room.
When?
Don't you have your own room at home?
It's not my house.
Your parents' house?
My parents' house does not exist anymore.
Wait, but who's going to be, like, where are you going to sleep? On the couch?
I'm going to be at my grandparents' house.
Oh.
In Long Island.
Okay, wait. So they have, like, the little garage.
You've been there.
They have the garage.
Yeah, but
home.
my
That's
family
your
sleeps
parents.
in there. We all sleep in there.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it'll be a shower moment. Or maybe you really...
Stop. I don't want to go any further exploring this. You know, I've hooked up with 2 people in that garage.
Who? That's hot. Cover the mic.
No, I don't have to cover the mic.
Okay, cool.
My high school girlfriend.
Oh my God, love her. She's an icon.
And him.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah.
Have you ever fucked in your parents' bed?
No. Have you? Ew!
I know. Whatever.
That's cuckoo bananas.
Yeah, well, when you're a horny teen, it's like whatever works.
Whatever works. My last thing that I wanted to update you guys on. Oh, wait, second to last.
Okay.
One, stud country.
Yeah.
Okay, we used to like I'm really giving a throwback right now to season 1 when we used to like give recommendations
What else?
about new things we did in LA, which was so wholesome of us to try.
Oh my god.
I wish that anyone cared about what we had to say. Like, I really look. Why don't you care what we have to say?
Why are you guys leaving us high and dry?
Why aren't we viral? Why aren't we like having 1 million subscribers?
Can someone help us go viral,
like,
please?
Literally, what do we have to do?
We're so fun.
Do we have to have sex with each other on camera?
Is that what you sickos want to
You
see?
sickos? Disgusting.
It's not what we want to do, but we might do it.
But you might have to.
Yeah. If it's a 7-figure contract.
Listen.
Would you have sex with me for $1 million?
Yeah. Would you let me?
Of course.
Thank you.
Can we split it?
2 mil, split it.
Okay.
That's what my negotiation would be.
Okay. Agents, hello.
Although $1 million doesn't go that far these days.
But it's a start.
It's a start. You'd
It's
have to
definitely a
invest.
start.
You'd have to invest.
Babe, even $500,000.
You're
would
so
be
right.
a
Who am I
start.
kidding? I want it.
Yeah. Then you can quit your dumb hospitality
Well,
job.
that's what I'm saying. Like, could I quit?
Yes, with $500,000. Yes,
I'm
you
doing
could
some
quit.
quick math.
That's like 5 years worth
More
of
than
money.
5. 6 or 7.
Yeah. And if you're smart
Okay.
about it,
That's true. But
and if you invest,
I'd feel the pressure of like having to be smart about it.
Yeah. It's just that you can't necessarily like buy a home.
Anyway. Throwing it back to season 1.
I mean, you could somewhere, just probably not in LA.
Definitely not.
Not one that you would want. Okay, sorry, logistics.
Throwing it back to season 1.
It's good to have a plan if we, ever encounter that situation.
I have a hot recommendation for you. Stud Country. I'm sure you've heard of it if you're cool. But it's like the party.
In case you're not cool.
Let me tell you. It is the party of the moment. Everybody's going. Everyone's there all the time. Super hot people. It's a queer line dancing party every Monday and Thursday in Echo Park. So fun. So cute. So many hot people. Like dancing. Sweat. Like talking to people.
Sweat, important.
A mixed queer environment. Something not always easy to come by.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so freaking fun. And I finally learned to line dance on my own time because everyone just happens to know these line dances somehow.
They're all like professional dancers or some shit.
So I learned one from YouTube at home, and then last night I got to do it for the first time, like already knowing it, not having to like try and follow.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt so thrilling. It was
Oh my
like I'm
God.
moving with the group, like I know what I'm doing, and then I like saw the people on like the sidelines who are usually me, like watching, and I was like, "That's right, watch me, baby," because I know what I'm doing.
That's so fun.
It was so fun.
I want to go with
I'm
you.
literally obsessed.
I have to go.
I'm so mad I'm gonna be gone for 3 weeks. Like I'm gonna miss it for 3 weeks.
We'll go in August.
Yeah.
Late summer dance party.
That sounds so hot. Late summer dance party.
Yes. Late summer dance
Dance party. Late summer dance party. My last update.
Yes.
So what you don't know is that maybe we've mentioned this, but this season even, Andre and I sat down to record a solo and it was botched. Totally botched. We had to scrap it. The material was unusable.
Where's this going?
Save for an epic, I'd say 10-minute maybe segment even, where I listed off all the enemies I currently had at that moment, which I thought was iconic.
It was iconic.
And we should release that footage.
On the Patreon.
Release
for
the
sure.
footage.
Release the footage.
It's one of my proudest comedic achievements, honestly.
We'll release it.
And the reason I'm bringing that up now is because I have another enemy.
Uh-oh. So, just quick recap. John Anthony has 3 enemies.
At the time of that botched recording, I had 3 enemies.
And now we have to add a 4th.
And I have to add a 4th.
Yes. And for you guys should at this point know who his 3 enemies are, but do you want to do a quick recap?
I mean, they'd have no way of knowing because that episode was scrapped and they never heard it.
Well, if they pick up context clues from listening to all our episodes, they should know.
Let me try and remember exactly how I titled each of them. The first one was the lady with the bracelet. I don't know if I said that to you, but yeah, the lady with the adult braces. Enemy number 1.
She's enemy number 1.
She's top of the list.
If we see her on these, if I see an adult woman with
No, she's don't approach her. Like she will kill you. Like she has height. She has height.
Okay.
She's wide.
Okay.
She looks strong.
She has big bruises.
And she has an attitude problem. So
she will take her heels off at a restaurant to come yell at you.
Do not approach.
Do not
approach. Do not approach.
Do not approach.
So she's enemy number 1. Enemy number 2 was the man who lives upstairs. That's all I need to say. And
he knows who he is.
And then enemy number 3 was the girl who lives over there.
She lives over there, but not over there.
And
if you know, you know.
And since the time of that botch recording, I have a new enemy, and I will have to say the girl who lives over there is not really an enemy.
No. Okay, so are we? We're knocking her off the enemy list.
Yeah,
we're keeping the number at 3, but it's a different.
It's a different one.
Yeah.
We're doing a little shuffle,
and that's growth.
And that is growth. And so my new enemy, I'll call him the man I used to trust.
That's good.
Or the gay I used to trust. That's better. This
that was kind of hot the way you did. That's better.
I was telling you a little bit about it at your shoot.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out how to tell this in the best way.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes place at work because so many enemies take place at work.
Yes. Especially enemy number 1.
So new enemy number 3, the gay I used to trust.
Oh my God, I hate him.
He is a coworker.
Unfortunately, kind of cute.
Yeah, he's handsome for sure and very talented.
Look, that doesn't.
And I was friendly with him.
Talented in what way?
He's an amazing. We'll bleep this out. He's an amazing.
Okay.
I used to go out of my way always to tell him how much I loved his work. He's very like sarcastic and like hard, like never really genuine, but we always got along and like we would joke around, whatever. Mm-hmm. Some drama happens at work where they do something. I don't need to get into the details. They do something that everyone's upset about.
Mm-hmm.
I put myself out there.
Where it would give the servers and staff less money.
We're going to be losing money. So I stick my neck out to advocate for the staff.
Someone had to.
Reach out to this higher up person, get a meeting with him. And he's offering, I can't believe I'm telling all of this. He's offering to like meet with the staff in one of 2 ways. I didn't want to choose how that one went down. So I texted the group chat and was like, hey, this is what he said. Let me know if you guys are interested. And I can tell him what you guys say. Huge mistake. Group chats are never the place to have any sort of logical discussion. That is important. Group chats, never a place for logical discussion.
That's a lesson of love. Group chats are never the place to have a logical discussion.
And yet we still always try. So the group chat's blowing up. It's like all of the people who have shit to say are the people who like should have nothing to say. And like just being too vocal, whatever. The gay I used to trust chooses this platform as a way to come for me, as a character assassination.
Even though I'm trying to
do something net positive
for the for the people.
He's attacking me, saying that he's rolling his eyes, thinking I'm doing this for anyone but myself, like blah 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 blah, like just shit like that, like really tearing me apart, not stopping, like going at it
in front of everyone,
which is the part that bothered me the most.
Yes.
Like, are you serious right now? Like, this is the actions of someone. Like, sure, maybe we weren't like best of friends, but not only is this the action, like this is the action of somebody who hates me. Like I apparently I'm his enemy and I didn't know about it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I try my response to these things is cold shoulder. Mm-hmm. Especially when some people piss me off and we're at work. I'm like, cold shoulder. I'm going to give you the frostiest cold shoulder anyone's ever had. Fucking Frosty McDonald's Frosty. Cold shoulder. And I did that for a couple of weeks, and my therapist was like, "Isn't it take a lot of effort to give such a frosty McDonald's cold shoulder?" And I was like, "Fine, you know what, girl, you're so right. Let me take the high road and reach out to the gay I used to trust.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to smooth things over.
Oh my god.
This part I didn't tell you. So I text him. Let's chat in IRL. Like what you said, that like really surprised me a few weeks ago.
Wow, that does take a lot of energy.
He texts me back.
Oh god.
Double down, nastier than before. And it just kept going back and forth. It was the pettiest, dumbest fucking thing ever. And then I was like, forget it. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt because I thought what you did made you look like an asshole.
You said that?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And I don't know you to be an asshole. And then he was like, I am an asshole. And I was like,
oh my god.
Cool.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And so then I was like, whatever. So then I went to work. We worked together. I was like, back to cold shoulder, frosty vibes.
Hey, you tried.
I tried. And I was like, whatever. Fucking drown yourself in my frosty, in my chocolate fucking McDonald's
McFlurry.
frosty. No, you don't even get the joy of a McFlurry.
Okay.
And then at work, we're alone in the side station.
No.
And I was like, fuck, we're alone.
Oh,
and I was like putting something in the computer and he was just standing there.
No.
And I was like, do not say anything to me.
Oh my god.
He walks up to me.
No.
Standing at my side.
No.
Facing me.
Why?
And I'm looking at the computer and I'm like, what
Stop.
the hell? He's like gonna say something.
Okay.
So then I turn and look at him like, let me do it to the camera so they can see. I turn and look at him like,
go watch this on YouTube, guys.
Like what? Like
yeah,
what
like what?
And then he looks at me and he goes like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I thought you were someone else. I'm sorry.
Little bitch.
And like literally was so embarrassed that he did that. Like he was embarrassed, like tail between his legs vibes. And I was like, bitch, you have so much to say via text and nothing to say to my face. The difference between you and I is everything I fucking said on text I would say to your fucking face.
Fuck yeah.
And I was trying to have an in-person conversation, not some dumb petty ass text conversation, you little troll.
Yeah. So then?
That's it. That's the end of the fucking story.
Wait, what happened when he said that?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. He
That's
walked
right,
away.
Bitch.
I said, "That's right, you coward." Let me quote my Real Housewives.
Okay.
Walk away, coward, like you always do.
Yeah! You should have said that.
So that's the latest and greatest from my enemy list. I'd like to keep this like a running tally. Like I want it.
Enemies.
Yeah. Enemies. Got a lot of enemies.
I have a new enemy.
Do you really?
Yeah, and it's someone that used to be my friend.
Wait, do I know?
Yes. Yes. We'll off-pod about it. Sorry, guys. We'll have to off about it.
We'll off-pod about it. Let me ask you now.
Yeah.
The moment we've been waiting for.
Yes.
Little Miss Star.
Superstar?
No, you, Little Miss Star.
Andrea?
Yes, actor, writer, director. Just wrapped her first short film. So wrapping her first short film, meaning one that she wrote and directed and acted in.
Yes.
All her own.
I was like, women can have it all. So
but weren't you like, but should they?
But should they?
Because it was a lot of hats.
Yes. So I wrote a short film based on this infamous Miami trip from last November, and and decided to star in it, direct it, and produce it.
Yeah.
And
I've only done 2 at once, not the triple crown.
What, act and produce?
No, act and write.
Yeah. It's a quadruple crown, actually.
Right.
Yeah, and
well, I've tripled then because I've produced too.
It was just, I was like, I feel really close to the story and I really want it brought to life in this particular way that I envision. So I don't want anybody else to do it.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm an actress. I'm a star, so I have to be the lead.
Right.
Like, and that maybe that's my own narcissism. Like,
yeah.
But it. It was really good to do all of it, but it was also stressful as fuck.
Yeah.
Like okay, so right before we started, I was like, so how is this gonna work? Like, am I going to be like acting in it, running to the monitor, like running back and like,
is that what happened?
No, it was, so I got a really good first AD and like before, and he was just like watching performance for me. And so I just like talked to him ahead of time about like character, what I want to see from each scene, and like this is the arc of the thing, and just like give me notes if you see them. But it was like, okay, so the first day was our big scene in a like it's supposed to be like a pop-in West Hollywood restaurant, and we have a bunch of extras, and it's the first day, and I'm having to prove myself in front of everybody, and just like
that's a hard thing to set yourself up for the first day, like all of those people.
I know, but it just happened to be the day that we got the restaurant.
Yeah,
so it's just like, okay. And so the night before, I had like 20 extras. The night before, like 10 people texted me and was like, sorry girl, gotta cancel. And I was like freaking out, like I don't even know how many people are gonna show up tomorrow. But it ended up being fine. We had like more than enough, which is great, and it looks fantastic. But it was just like, okay, so many logistics in your brain, like as a director, like this is how I want it to look, this is how I want people to act, like la la la. And then all of a sudden you're like in position and it's action, and you're like, fuck, wait, I'm supposed to be acting right now. Like, okay, as the character, like, wait. Like
that's something that I always had a hard time with, like acting in something I wrote was like, the first time I did it, I was in 2 of my plays that were happening in the same month, and was in both of them, and learning how to like act what I wrote. Yeah. And like for one of them, I had such a hard time. Like,
which one? Paramore?
Yeah. Like getting out of my head, because it's just like you have this idea of how the performance is supposed to be because you wrote it. Like you're like, I know what the character is thinking. I know the arc. Like I know everything, but you can't just like
live it.
Take the thought and like present it. Like you have to figure out how to live it.
Yeah.
So how did you do that?
Well, So this story is like based on real feelings that happen in real life, even though like the particular storyline isn't exactly how it happened in real life. So it was just kind of like going back to that particular place and like what I was feeling then, you know? So it was just kind of like, I already know it.
Right.
I already did dress rehearsal.
Right.
But okay, so the first day was like, it was like fun, but like exhausting, like logistically, but it was like fine acting wise. The second day was a little tough because that was like my biggest emotional day, like the day that I actually had to like cry on camera, but also direct. But like when you have to cry and you have to cry, it's like you really have. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like the emotional crux of the story. Right. Like it wouldn't make sense if I didn't get there, you know, but I can't like just snap in and out of it. I have to maintain that like vulnerability like basically the entire day until I'm ready to shoot. So I was like, I need to get that scene out of the way first. And then they're like, well, we can't do that scene first because we're going to lose the daylight.
Why did you need daylight?
We needed daylight for another scene. So we had to do another scene first. And I was like, fuck. So I like had to come to set, but I needed to like stay there. So I was just like kind of an asshole the whole time. I was just like, fuck. Like, you know, like that was tough. But then last night.
Did you cry?
I did.
Did you feel satisfied with your performance?
Yeah.
Nice.
But it was also like it's an indie short film, and we have limited time, so we basically get like 2 takes of each scene and then we have to move on.
Right.
Yeah, so it's just like, okay, nail it. Like first take rehearsal, second take nail it, move on. Yeah. It was good. It was like I learned so much. You know? And I didn't realize that like just being like a people pleaser person, you get nervous when people are like yelling, or like not yelling, just like being, you know, like intense with each other, stern. But it's like, no, they're just trying to figure out literally where the camera goes. Like they're not like in a bad mood or whatever. Like they're just trying to figure it out on the spot.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Because I went to visit her at set one night, and literally every set I've ever been on, like short films I've done in college, like extra work I've done, like meeting other film people, the people who work in film are the same everywhere. It's literally the same prototype. Like the guys I met on your set, I was like, I know all of these guys. Like these are my friends from high school who went to college for film. Like these are all of the people I studied abroad with that were like film majors. Like it's just so funny. It's like the same guy every time. I'm like, I know you.
Yeah. No, but they fucking rock and they like know more than me, and I had to trust them to get the shot if I didn't, because I can't always see what's happening because I'm in it. So they were just like, boom, 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 we're going about it. But then if I was like, no, this looks wrong, like I needed something else, they're like, no ego about it. They're just like, let's get her what she wants, you know? But then I had to be like, because like last night we were trying to figure out like a really like, it's supposed to be surreal. So they were like, no, it wouldn't make sense for the lights to suddenly be off. And I'm like, no, it's supposed to not make sense. Like, trust me, like in the edit, it's going to be good. And then they're like, well, if it's what you want. And it's like hard to just be like, no, it is what I want. And not be like, no, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Like to like not sacrifice the vision.
Yes. And then one of the lighting guys afterwards to me was like, you need to trust yourself more. You need to trust your instincts. And I was like, yeah, I do.
Yeah, but that comes with
my
the practice.
Project. Yeah, exactly. It was really good to like finally do it. You know, I've been talking about it for years.
I know, I'm so impressed with you. Because I feel like it came about so quickly to me.
Yeah, it all like once.
I was like, whoa.
Once the locations came together, it was just kind of like, okay. You know, because the hardest thing was having to source a mansion and a restaurant for free.
But you did.
And I did.
A mansion with a pool.
A mansion with a pool. That looks fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yes.
It does.
Guys, you can do anything.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
How do you feel overall?
I feel good. I feel really proud and like feel fucking good, man. Like now instead of just saying I'm an actress, like I'm a filmmaker.
Yeah. Cheers to that, queen.
Cheers to that, bitch. Woo!
It's amazing.
Thank
so
you.
amazing. I can't wait to watch it.
I hope it comes together well.
It will.
It will.
Who's editing?
Don't know yet.
Okay.
I think we're going to raise money for post.
Nice.
Anyway, watch out for the Seed and Spark, bitches. Okay.
Should we do Glim?
Of course.
Glim.
Glimmer of Nice.
Nice. So,
yeah, tell him.
This segment. Hey there, everybody. Thank you for tuning in this evening to Horny for Love. At the end of every episode, we love to just talk a little bit about what's getting us through it. What's the light at the end of the tunnel? What's making life worth living for us these days?
A lot.
I know.
Life is so exciting.
Well, do you want to go first this time?
I mean, looking forward to finishing my damn movie.
Yeah.
And the fact that I have a boyfriend that I can make out with all summer. I love it.
That's it. Just make out.
Just make out. We're waiting for everything else.
Yeah, till marriage. Yeah. That's all you want to say? I mean, those are two really large things.
Yeah, I know. Big life things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to go to Hawaii with you and Mackenzie.
Right.
Later.
Whenever that happens.
October, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
When
I recoup some of my
finances. I know, it's like the money aspect of this whole scenario.
It's a little hard.
The good thing about Hawaii is that it's always nice there and you can go whenever.
Yeah, and tickets are so cheap.
The only time I ever went was January. Gorgeous.
How about you?
How about me? Well, my glimmer of hope has to be the fact that, yes, I'm going home. Oh my God, I'm going away for 3 weeks, which is stressing me out a little bit. I feel like, no, this is glimmer of hope. I shouldn't be. I'll say.
You can be stressed. It can be a double-edged sword.
It is a double-edged sword. Like this whole year, I feel like I've traveled a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm
always
like
you've been through the ringer emotionally this
Definitely
year.
been through the ringer emotionally. While at the same time, like, finally like developing like roots in California and feeling like really happy about
me too
aspects of my life.
Yes.
I just burped. All the while
Better out than in.
Yeah, better out than. Oh, I was about to do an Australian accent. Never mind.
Better out than in.
Better out than in. Well, yes, being put through the ringer emotionally in so many other ways. But mainly, I'm like, feel like I just haven't been in one place for like long enough. So every time I've been going away this year, it stresses me out because I'm like, oh, that's more time away from like settling in LA. So I'm a little stressed, but I am very much looking forward to seeing my family and like lounging at the beach.
And your writer's
retreat, which I'm like, don't even know what to really expect, to be honest.
I can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah, I hope that it's really fruitful, and I hope that I meet people who can help me become successful.
Woo! It's a young adult fiction writer's workshop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's baller.
Yeah, it is baller.
And it's paid for.
It is paid for.
Fuck yeah! Look at us.
Very grateful.
Grateful. High vibrational.
High vibrational. Great. This is fabulous. Let's wrap it up.
Okay, we love you guys.
We love you guys. That's a lesson of love. Let's wrap it up.
Not for me.
Vibes, you got a boyfriend now.
I got a boyfriend now.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. We love you.
Then
this has been Horny for Love.
Thank you